Hello. I think we're live. Hi everyone. Surprise Wednesday. As usual, we're just gonna do the checks and stuff.
Wait, I'll just drink water.
Go lang. Okay. YouTube is okay. Cat is like, OMG, is this today? Surprise!
Friday ni Kat, advance mag-isip.
Di mo, don't you know, Kat? Friday today.
Actually, kanina
Na,
nga din, like, when I was preparing food, it's parang ako,
nalito ka rin?
Feeling Friday tonight. Kasi
Bakit
parang,
kaya? Dahil sa
usually
Miss
nga,
Bird.
Friday tayo, diba?
Okay, picture me for IG. Okay. Okay.
Yung ambience mo ngayon, yellowish.
Kasi ito, sige. Habang set up ko na rin. Kasi ang vibe ko today is, ma-beach tayo. Like, ayusin ko.
Ah,
Ayan, ano tayo today? Summer vibes.
wait lang, palabasin ko lang yung dog ko.
Girl, go lang. I'ma share on Instagram.
Hold on. Opening.
Link. Where did I send the link?
Where's my phone? Kita ko kagad what you were gonna read. I was gonna ask pala.
Na-share ko kaagad. Actually, medyo hesitant nga ako ng slight.
Copy nun eh.
Ha?
Wala pa akong hard copy, kaya hindi ko pa siya malagay
Medyo,
sa lineup.
medyo hesitant nga ako kasi parang gusto ko siyang i-video. Pero na-realize ko ang haba-haba ng libro. Okay lang, nasimulan ko na now. We're live. Hello. I'm a share as usual on Discord. Let's go. Have you started your book or no ba?
No, not at all.
Wait, so you finished tomorrow?
Yeah, I did.
Abangan na
I have
natin
no
sa February wrap-up.
wala akong feelings about it,
Wala ka feelings?
unfortunately.
Oh
Which
no.
is sad. Which is sad because it's one of my most
Oh
anticipated.
no.
Anticipated.
Parang kinabahan ako ng slight for my, ano,
Grabe,
nag-aabang lang siya
physical
sa
copy dun,
shelf
di ba?
ko. Oo.
Well,
We'll
it's
see,
not
we'll
as
see.
heartbreaking for me kasi I just won the book. So parang, alam mo yun, walang
Oh, yeah,
financial
yeah, yeah, yeah.
loss.
We'll see. Actually, yung book naman na yan, naalala ko lang, binili ko siya sa US sa half-price books. Bago pa lang siya,
Mm,
pero for some reason, meron na dun. So, on sale ko siya. No? Hindi siya half price. Siguro mga 25 off,
nakadiscount.
25% off. So, not as bad. Saka since sa US ko siya binili, wala yung parang patong when it comes to the
Mhm.
Philippines. So,
Yeah.
not as bad. Pero, syempre. Sige,
Oh,
now we're starting to talk about books. Sige, let's discuss what we're reading today. Yeah. Okay, for me, I'm gonna be reading. Is it Babel? Babel? Yeah. However, by R.F. Kong. So I think everybody and their mothers know what this book is about. But if not, it's a ano ba, parang fantasy dark academia
yeah.
style book where parang it is set in Oxford? Question mark? Teka. Fact check lang. Cambridge? Oxford? Pareho lang ba yun? Sandali. Oxford, yeah. Set in Oxford. And meron tayong immigrant that was brought to Oxford from China, from Canton, because he's very good at language, at linguistics. Saka there's something about um, the worst synopsis ever. Basta may fantasy siya related sa silver. Wala rin ako alam. Okay, so let's discover together. How about you? What are you reading or listening to?
I will be listening to Daisy Jones and the Six.
In
And of course,
preparation.
more of series because the movie is it movie or series?
Series yata. Amazon
Series.
Prime series.
Okay, the series will be out soon, very soon, I think.
Yeah, I
And
think March.
yun na yung motivator for me to actually read it because it's been on my TBR for so long. And looking at it now, 9 hours yung audiobook. So,
Mm,
it's a decent length naman.
yeah.
And I only know there's a band and people generally love Daisy Jones and the Six. So so I don't have like a very deep
Parang if you
synopsis of
en-
it.
if you enjoy the celebrity historical fiction style ni TJR, Taylor Jenkins Reid, I think
Mm,
you would enjoy naman Daisy Jones. Saka, I mean, I think true naman that what everyone says that the audiobook is really good.
okay. Kasi I love Seven
Seven
Husbands.
Husbands.
So kind of aware naman on Taylor Jenkins
Yeah.
writing. So medyo
Excited.
mataas yung expectations ko.
Oh,
So,
oh my gosh. Pero yun yung problema minsan.
diba?
Pag tomorrow. Pagka highly rated, recommended. Pero hopefully you like it. Hopefully. If
Yeah,
not
hopefully
naman,
you do.
meron kang TV show that you can watch to change your mind if ever. Sige, I think I can start our first sprint so we can get
Let's
a lot
go.
of reading done. Okay. And I have beach vibes for today. Is it too loud? No.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Happy reading!
Ready. Hello. Sorry,
Hello, hello, hello.
drinking boko.
Sarap, refreshing.
Right? May ano pa siya, may laman-laman pa.
Musa, how was your reading? How far did you get?
I had to do some chores kasi, so parang in between. So was only able to get to like 7%. But
Mm.
so far I'm compelled. Like,
Mm.
yung narrative style niya right now is not unique pero it's interesting kasi
Yeah.
parang perspective of like different people. So even in the audiobook, the narrators would
The
shift according to the characters.
yeah.
Parang interview
It's
type siya. So parang ako,
mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if this is gonna go on until the end of the book. But I doubt it. Kasi parang it's gonna get boring if laging ganun lang. Parang interview style lang. How
Pero
about you?
nakakatawa na. I think since that was my first audiobook ever. That's in fairness. Like I was super compelled with the like I guess you can call it like parang full cast in a sense na
Mm.
each character na ma-interview is parang a different narrator or kasi
Mm.
may male and female narrators, yeah.
Yeah.
So super interesting nga sa akin. And then I felt like the narrators itself because I listened to this in 1x. Like at that like talagang
Ah.
slow. I mean the normal speed, I suppose. So parang I really felt like the inflection, yung parang emotions nila kung saan sila
Mm.
nag-inflect, ganun. So it was a really good experience for me. Yung binabasa ko,
I
Babel. I should probably search how to say that. Um,
think it's Babel.
16
At least Babel
pages.
yung sinasabi ko lagi.
Yeah.
16?
Kasi 16 pages, yeah. Pero I did read kasi the author's note and it's, sure ka lang, it's not a spoiler naman kasi author's note lang. It's so funny kasi the author's note is parang RF Kwang is prefacing parang her sources. Kasi since
Mm.
it's based in Oxford, which is a real
Mm.
place,
Mm.
tas ano pa, historical Oxford.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then, di ba, maraming history din yung Oxford. Parang sinasabi niya na parang in this area, technically, this shop didn't exist
yeah.
yet,
Mm.
but for the purpose of the story, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
ganyan,
yeah,
ganyan. So, basta ang dami niya sinasabi na, like, disclaimers and parang why she decided to do this instead of that, blah, blah, blah. Tapos in the end, if you find any other inconsistencies, feel free to remind yourself that this is a work of fiction.
yeah.
So parang
Makes
I'm
sense.
just thinking, how like sobrang pricks ba of ng people who studies in like Oxford for a fiction author to write such a like intense disclaimer
Mm.
on a fictional book. Parang are
Feeling
they
ko,
gonna get that offended? Parang
feeling
ganon. Is
ko,
it, di ba? Parang kasi parang historical,
yeah.
prestigious, wala lang. Sobrang natawa lang ako sa author's note na yun. Na parang, what the heck? Yes, pero so far, ano pa lang, very, first RF Kwong book ko to kasi I've never read
Mm.
Poppy War.
Okay.
But so far, very compelling naman yung writing style niya. As in, parang, straight to the point, parang hindi siya excessive in terms of like descriptions,
Mm.
in terms of, parang yung describing an action, parang gano'n. It's not super excessive naman. So, I think, so far, it's moving along well. Pero super interesting. I mean, I literally just started parang discovering kung ano yung gagawin, like yung magic system. Although, like, may ano pa lang, hints of it. Pero okay naman siya so far. Hopefully matapos ko siya. Kasi the reason why I'm reading this right now is meron akong like, hindi man joining, I'm watching a live show by someone on the
Mm.
26th.
Mm.
So, I don't know
12
if I
days
can
pa.
finish it.
3. If
So,
not, April
tapos
26.
I'm doing din kasi a buddy read on Storygraph with
Mm.
some people from the same group na
Yeah,
were attending the live show. Tapos parang ako, I started the buddy read. So parang shy ako, may mga posts na sila na comment locked until you reach 7% of the book.
oo nga
Ganun.
pala.
Parang ako, oh my God, I haven't started. Parang,
Like, nga pala yun nung ano,
oo, ng
body
Storygraph.
read.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, parang gusto ko naman mag-share ng thoughts ko kasi nga that's why they joined the
Mm.
Storygraph body read. Hindi yung ako sa dulo, ako na lang magbabasa. Kaya, na-pressure ako ng side, pero okay lang. Pero
Pero
in
you're
fairness,
ayos
si-
lang. Ano
yeah,
lang,
ayos
physical
lang.
copy, walang audiobook.
Yeah, I think,
Padating na nga ng padating yung audiobook eh. Tapos deliver later lang ako deliver later. Kasi gusto ko ng
like
hard
this
copy.
one, oo. I think kasi for me, for fantasy, parang feel ko mas prefer ko pa rin so far na, ano, magbasa. Ang napapansin ko, I wanna try the audiobook if it's one, a memoir. Two, if it's parang Daisy Jones and the Six, where
Contemporary.
it's more of like parang literary slash historic, parang ganon. Ganon, parang contemporary
Mm.
style ng writing. Pero with like fantasy and ano ba ba? Actually, fantasy. Mystery then, I think I prefer reading rather than listening so far. That's what I'm discovering. I'm listening to an audiobook eh. Pero I just listen to it usually whenever I walk. I think I mentioned this last. Yung ano, memoir ni Prince Harry. Yun.
Yeah, yung
Yun yung
spare.
audiobook. Yeah, yun yung audiobook ko for this. Pero I still, like, parang pa, ano lang, pa konti-konti. Like, I think I'm only, like, 10%, 14%
Oh?
in. Haba rin niya, 15 hours.
Huh?
Oo, 15 hours sa
Parang,
audiobook na sis.
parang konti na lang, parang konti na lang Stormlight Archive na siya. Kasi yung Stormlight Archive is like 24 hours in
15
audiobook.
hours siya. Like, how many pages pa to if it's pages? Teka.
Baka mga
It's
450 siguro yun.
410.
Okay.
410 pages. Oo.
Ang
Yeah.
daming
Saka with,
ano,
with feelings
tweaking
siya with
prints.
feelings siya magchika.
Yeah. Okay, okay.
Oo. Saka
Madami
ano
siya
siya, marami siyang chika. I mean, so far, kasi I think he's telling the story, parang, generally, from young boy to, I'm guessing, to present. Pero may parang anecdotes of how it relates to something that happened later. Parang gano'n, parang, pero may
mm,
overarching, ano siya na, timeline siya of from young boy siya until,
yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
guessing nga, present. Parang gano'n siya. So, ang dami niyang, nasa ano pa lang siya, he's still, parang kaka-start pa lang niya ng college. Ang dami na niyang ganaps. Ang dami na niyang stories. Yun lang. Parang very rich people problems.
Di ba you said, parang you listen to the audiobook when you take out your
Yeah, when I
dog.
walk my dogs.
Ano
Oh.
ba
Eh,
yung habit
usually I'm walking, when I walk my dogs alone, I listen to something. Usually before
Mm,
it's music, now it's audiobooks nga if I
if
have one.
alone.
If alone. Pero if kasama ko yung partner ko, hindi ako nagli-listen kasi either, pag ganun kasi I can bring out kasi yung dogs ko na nilalakad ko. We can bring
Mm.
out both dogs na. So, pinapatakbo namin. So, medyo kailangan mas alert ka, mas whatever. So, I don't listen. Eh, ngayon, since I think ako lang maglalakad today, makakapag-make progress ako ulit. So, nilalakad ko siya. Yung mga aso na. So,
I hate the new Goodreads page so much. As in,
I hate it. As
I,
in, sobrang, it's so hard to find the information that you need.
tsaka parang when you're using tags, parang it used to be easy kasi it's already there. Parang you don't have to
Yeah.
take
Ngayon,
continue.
parang you have to parang see more or something like that. Parang ganon. Ewan ko,
Oo.
parang pinaganda nila, visually, pero hindi siya functional.
They just made it different, pero it's
Parang,
still
yeah. Parang
clunky.
minodernize lang nila yung itsura. But yun nga, it's not functional. Kaya storygraph na ako all the way. Like, hindi ko na update at all yung ano ko, Goodreads ko. Hindi na ako nag-set ng Goodreads goal eh.
We.
Oo. Nag-commit na talaga ako kay ano. Kasi wala na din naman ako history with Goodreads. So parang, I
Okay.
don't have that, ikaw kasi you have from
I
2000, like what,
from
15, gano'n,
2012.
earlier? O, 2012. Like
Yeah.
ako, I probably have from those years, pero like pa isa-isa lang kasi hindi naman talaga ako nagta-track before. So, hindi siya super important for me. Whatever stats I had na properly documented was from when I started reading again in
Mm.
2020 or 2021. So, lahat naman yun, easily imported ko na lahat sa Storygraph. Yeah, I've moved on.
I've aged. I've already aged. Kasi parang tinitingnan ko, parang 2013 yung very first Goodreads challenge ko. Tapos parang, what? That's literally
Pero
10.
parang it was, interesting nung there was a, parang photo challenge thingy going on Instagram stories na, yung parang ad photo, na yung show your all of your Goodreads
Uh,
reading challenge.
yeah, yeah,
Parang
yeah.
gano'n. Kasi, ano lang, parang, oh, cool, yeah, parang a history. Yeah. Pero, so I get why, kung parang ayaw mo mag-stop using Goodreads, kasi andun na lahat.
Hmm. Parang
Pero there
additional,
are,
parang
yeah.
additional platform, gano'n.
Mm. Pero there's like something na mas madali pa rin for me to see on Goodreads, which are reviews.
Hmm.
Like, it's easier
So,
to filter reviews, to check. Kasi in Storygraph, you have the reviews, pero I think they're trying, parang, may nag-comment na kasi before na parang it's hard to parang see the reviews per book. Pero
Yeah,
ang
yeah, yeah.
reasoning nila is they actually don't want the reviews to be front and center. Parang they want you to parang decide on a book, or at least try to decide on a book with the premise, with their parang moods, yung plot or character. Di ba may parang questionnaire sila when you
Oo.
review a book, based on that rather than like reviews of people, parang ganon. So that's why they don't put it front and center as of now. Might change in
Mm.
the future, but as of now.
Pero
Kasi
kasi I still refer to the reviews kahit papano. Parang,
yeah.
although I don't read everything, I browse pa rin. Parang, especially if it's a friend. So,
Yeah,
parang,
actually yun nga eh, the community aspect.
Mm.
Yeah, the community aspect is in Goodreads is better. Tapos parang, sabi ni Storygraph, kasi parang super active sila in answering people's questions about it eh. So parang
Yeah.
sabi ni
Very
Storygraph, parang they're trying to parang prioritize muna yung stats part, saka yung tracking part. Kasi I think
open.
that's their parang best feature. Like that's what sets them apart from like Goodreads, parang ganon. Pero they wanna do then the community aspect. Pero ayaw kasi nilang maging parang super social media vibe daw ng ano.
Gets naman.
So I think they're gonna do the same thing na pwede kang mag-comment on reading updates and whatever. Pero parang you can turn it on or off. Like you can
Mm,
turn off so hindi mo makita yung updates from your
yeah.
friends and whatever. So if you don't want that, you have the option to not see it. Parang gano'n.
Actually,
It's interesting.
siguro if you're someone who, siguro ako kasi parang I actively use Goodreads pa rin. So parang it's not
Mm.
something, the community aspect is not something I seek on
Mm.
Storygraph. Parang sa Storygraph, ginagamit ko for like the accuracy on like, yun nga, journal entries, the tracking, ganyan.
Mm.
Not so much on like the community aspect. As in like, I go straight to my stats. Parang I check how many books I've read, ganyan, ganyan. Ano yung mood, ganun. So, hindi ko
Yeah.
siya nahanap actively kasi nga nag-Goodreads pa ako.
Yeah. Mm. Just interesting. Pero parang lang. Ang fun lang to see the changes
Yeah.
sa Storygraph.
Tsaka kasi they're very open to like
Yeah.
ideas. Parang I've
Mm.
never seen.
Kasi parang they're super starting from the like ground, talaga. The ground up. And then they're building whatever features na talagang gusto ng community nila. Which is okay din. Kasi they just started eh. So parang can't expect na parang lahat parang gusto mong
Tsaka actually
features.
nga like even if they've already started, parang stable.
Parang
Alam mo yun?
established. Yeah, oo.
Oo, stable.
Yeah. Kasi I think then, parang the fans that they have, like the people who really support them, is parang super fans in a way na talagang they're invested
Mm.
in the success of the ano. Kasi nga, most of them, they want a good an alternative to Goodreads, ganon. So, walang alternative sa Goodreads.
So far, the closest wala pa
Yeah.
talaga.
So, parang, ang dami din lumabas before yung mga reader, mga ganon, mga pa-social
Yeah, I
media
used to
style.
use
Di
that.
ba? Parang fun siya, pero parang hindi siya sustainable. parang hindi siya ma-integrate ng maayos sa ano mo, reading, whatever. Kasi sanay na everyone with something like to read.
Hmm.
Are you still using it? Ako, I've stopped. Tinamad na.
Literally, hindi na ata. Is
Oo.
it the purple one? Yung purple yung icon?
Hindi ko sure, pero yun yung parang you can make cards for your, parang,
Oo. Parang
yung
may
parang
lagi
may
ka
quote.
quiz. Oo.
Parang gano'n, may quote, pwedeng mag-photo, gano'n. Parang cute
Okay.
siya, parang siyang
Pink.
Instagram.
Pink. Okay.
Parang siyang Instagram for books, parang gano'n. It was interesting, good concept, pero
Parang siyang
parang,
Bondi for me. That it worked for a bit. It flew
yeah,
for
parang
a
it was
bit.
fun. It was fun when you were doing it, pero it's not something that you would parang put talaga in your, reading
Oo
habits,
nga.
parang gano'n.
Tama, parang nga siyang
'Di ba?
Instagram kasi you're going through the
Oo,
feed.
scrolling in the carousel style na parang you get to see it.
Kasi
Baka,
parang nakaka-panic siya for me. Parang ako, wait, anong sasabihin ko in like less than hundred
parang
words?
parang the pressure to be super witty, super galing mag
Super concise.
one-liner with
Yeah,
books,
yeah, yeah.
oo. Parang ako can't even do that for my videos.
Diba? Parang added pressure to. Parang gagawa pa ako sa
Oo,
reels. Reels pa ako.
oo. Actually, ito ako kasi nung when I was making yung parang 2022 book series, parang book offs ko,
Hmm.
I was planning on doing like a one-liner, parang gist, parang
Hmm.
one-liner for every book. Sobrang na-stress ako. Kasi parang okay, hindi siya funny. Okay, ito nga yung nangyari, pero parang sinabi ko lang. Parang, hindi ko siya, parang pressure
Oo.
na nga. Parang, kailangan ng copywriter. Ganong vibes na parang I
Kaya minsan
can't.
ano na lang eh. Palusot na lang eh. Oh, this is from Goodreads. This is a blurb from
Oo, parang,
Goodreads.
I'm reading this from ganyan.
Mga books kasi na ang hirap niyang squeeze into
Oo.
like two
Pero,
sentences
na-amaze
unless
ako
it's
sa
super
mga people na sobrang galing mag-ganon. Sobrang parang, yung iba nga, parang ang galing lang nila mag-describe by analogy na parang, this is ganito, but make it ganito. Parang
yeah,
ganun.
yeah,
Parang
yeah,
sobrang
yeah.
na-amaze ako. So, parang ikaw, oh nga, yeah, that's right. Parang ganun. I don't have that skill. So, nakaka-pressure yung reader in that sense.
Oh, super bilis. I think the purple app I was mentioning is parang iba pa siya. Parang
Iba pa?
before Storygraph, parang meron akong ginamit na app last year. I used it when I was tracking my reading for Jade City. As in, parang tracker lang talaga siya on like how many percent and how many hours you've read. As in, parang siyang forest. The forest app, pero for...
Okay. Reading. Pero, app siya.
Oo, app
Like,
siya. I
phone
forgot
app.
what it's called. Pero yun yung, I think yun yung purple app na nasa isip ko.
Parang, ayun, hindi ko pa ata task mo. Nag-check ako, may 10 reading apps. Walang purple dito.
Actually, makikita ko naman siya sa history of like the things that I've already downloaded. Makikita ko yung category.
Na-bother. Pero siya mabilis doon nag-disappear ng readerly eh. Like,
Diba?
maybe
Parang
half a
ginamit ko siya siguro
year.
mga 2 days lang, ganun.
Ako, siguro pang 1 week ganun. Medyo nag-effort ako ng slight. I think at the time, binabasa ko pa fantasy. So, medyo ma-aesthetic, ganun, ma-drama. Pero after that, parang after ko mag-effort for a week, nakalimutan ko na siya forever.
Parang dagdag lang to, dagdag lang to
Oo.
sa memory ng ano.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I forgot what it's called na. Pero I remember it's a purple app. Book Live ba yun? Ay, hindi. Basta parang, I used it for like tracking how much I've read for Jade City. Parang siyang journal entry na parang, okay, naka 50% ako tonight. Ganyan.
Parang yung reading entries ng Storygraph, parang gano'n.
Oo, pero para siyang may parang literal na may timer. So parang you're
Okay,
using
okay.
the so parang
Parang
tinatak
fun,
mo
oo.
ganun.
Parang fun din. Para makita mo
Ano
how
lang siya,
long
nakakatamad lang. Kasi parang
you have to start,
every time
stop
I'm gonna
lagi.
open, parang every time I'm gonna open the book, start ko siya. Every time
Start,
I'm gonna
oo.
finish, So, nakakatamad.
Wala mo, automatic. Pagbukas mo, count na kagad. Tamad. Pero now, what do you use to track? Um,
Wala.
Storygraph or Excel or Google
Ah,
Sheets, gano'n?
lahat.
Mix. Lahat. Tapos
Meron
combine
akong
na
ano,
na.
meron akong I saw a template. Tapos, yun yung ginagamit kong tracker. Tapos, parang I saw din yung post ni Shalea. Tapos, parang,
Mm.
okay, meron din siyang tracking na sheet. So, pangalawa agad yun. Tapos, parang ako, shit. Parang meron kasing aspects dun sa kay Shalea na wala dun sa isa. Tapos, meron naman dun sa isa na
Oo.
wala kay Shalea. Tapos, parang ako, so, gagamitin ko pa pareho. Tapos, storygraph din ako.
Ako parang nag-contemplate ako for a while. Gawa ba ako? Pero parang ako,
Helpful
shit,
siya for
sobrang,
stats. Like, gusto ko kasi nakikita yung graph na parang, okay,
mm,
ito, percentage of like you checking out library books, ganyan.
yeah, oo. Parang actually, before me, ganyan din parang si Cindy, na parang, para ma-compute mo how much you're saving by borrowing on
Yep.
library books, or kunyari, if you have a Kindle Unlimited versus buying the books individually,
Mm.
parang ganon. Para you can see if it makes sense ba yung
Funny
decisions
enough,
mo in life.
kasi hindi nga yun nag-post ng video na yun when she was doing stats, diba? Tapos merong
Mm,
link
yeah,
to
yeah.
tracker. Merong link to a
Ah,
tracker.
yun yun. It's the
Kasi yung
same.
ginamit ko.
Okay, okay, okay.
Parang, I put there yung mga library checkouts ko.
Na-happy ka naman sa total nung na-save mo.
Hindi ko pa nalalagay yung dollars eh. So parang, pero natatrack naman parang if it's an
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
audiobook or ebook. So parang, hahanapin ko pa yung presyo niya. Pero,
Mm,
better naman than like doing it
buying.
every
Yeah,
day, doing everything at the end of the year. So parang,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
hindi kasi ako naging religious with like tracker last year. As in, wala akong Google Sheet last year.
Hmm. Tapos sa dulo lang, na mo lang, brute force.
Nagbasa na lang ako dun sa story graph. Kasi may stats naman. So,
True. Oo. Ako actually, I'm using yung Copile tracker thing. But I added a bit ng konti on my own ng mga stuff lang. Tapos actually, hindi ko alam kung bakit. Feel ko kasi, kung saan ako nagbabasa, like here, nandito rin kasi yung
mm,
computer ko. So parang after ko, tapos never ko naman pinapatay yung computer ko. Parang after ko
mm,
nagbasa, okay, nandito na hindi ko na sinasara yung tab and all. Okay, nandito na siya. Update ko na lang. Tapos pag storygraph naman, nasa phone na rin.
oo nga pala. Pero their app isn't like an app eh, no? Storygraph. Parang
No, it is
siyang,
na. It used to
it is
be
na.
a progressive web app.
Oo, parang
But
browser.
now now it's an app na.
Halatang
So you
hindi ko
can
binubuksan.
download.
I have it on my
Ano?
phone. Pero hindi ko
Endorse,
binubuksan.
promoter.
Naka-premium ka ba?
Actually, naka-premium ako kasi, well, naka-trial pa ata ako now. May 30-day trial eh.
Oo.
I think trial pa rin naman siya. May 2 weeks pa ata. Pero fun lang kasi kaya dun sa 2 weeks na yun, na ako, submit na ako ng mga feature requests, ganun. Kasi yung mga premium lang may makaka-upvote ng mga feature requests.
Oo nga,
Pero
kasi
fun
dumaan
naman
nga
siya.
pala sa App Store. Okay. Kasi
Yeah.
naabutan ko yung time na parang browser siya.
Oo. Yung parang i-shortcut mo lang sa ano.
I-shortcut mo lang
Yeah.
siya sa phone mo, sa home.
Ano pa siya? Progressive web app. Ganun yung fully booked ngayon eh. Fully booked launch their new website.
Yeah. Buti nga
Kanina
na
ba?
ano na, nagagamit na yung gift card. Dati kasi discount card lang yung nalalagay mo online. Ngayon,
So
so
now,
even
pwede na.
yung gift card that was gifted to you can use it na. So,
Hindi
parang,
mo na kailangan pumunta sa store. Which makes
parang
sense. Diyos ko. Siyempre. Sige, I'm gonna
paano yung
start.
chikahan
Wait.
natin?
Hold on.
8:04 na.
Hi, Anne.
Ayan.
Hello. What are we
What?
reading? So I am reading Babel. Babel. My earth promise, the next sprint, I'm gonna research how to say it. My RF Pong. I just started it. I made it to page 16 during the first sprints. So how about you? Pam? What are you reading?
And I'm reading slash listening to Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid because the show is coming very soon. But it's been in my TBR for so long, so it's
Yeah.
just an added
In
motivation to finish.
preparation. Hi, Catherine. How about you, Catherine? And what are you reading? If you're reading with us, let us know as well. But we're going to start the second sprint right now. So let us know what you're reading and then we can discuss later. So cute. Okay. What's cute or who's cute? Wait,
We're
let
reading?
me let me set it up. 30-minute sprints. Hope you guys
Yes.
enjoy reading. Hello.
Hi, how was reading?
Was pretty slow. I think I made it to page 28. So a lot slower than my usual like reading speed. I think I read about like 12 pages. 14. Pero I did kasi write some updates on my story graph since I'm doing the body read. So whenever I think of something that I'm like that I think is important or a reaction, I type it on story graph. So maybe that's
Mm.
why. How about you?
I didn't get that far much because like work keeps coming up, so I had to do that, but I had to stop in listening to the audiobook.
Listening. Yeah. Okay. The struggle of doing reading sprints in the middle of the week.
But still, it's like it's still in the same format, pero
Mhm.
um, like it's still interesting because like we're seeing the rise of the band, like how they rose to fame, and I'm
Mhm.
like, they need to be a real band to like be able to have this whole story crafted about them. But like that says a lot about Taylor Jenkins Reid writing, I guess, because it feels so real.
Yeah,
Like
that's
I've
exactly like
already
that's always
them.
my yeah, that's always my comment on TJR's books or historical fiction books that I've read that the characters feel like specifically for Daisy Jones, I felt like I was actually watching like a real interview and listening to a real interview of a real band because of just how realistic
Mm,
sounding the characters are. Parang they're not relatable, but they feel for me, yeah, they're not relatable for me, but they feel very realistic.
it does feel like it right now.
And so us two the cute ones, according to Catherine. Thank you, Catherine. Anne is reading Finlay Donovan, Knocks Him Dead. Wait, is this the first book or the I always forgetting? Finlay Donovan. Ah, it's a first book. Yeah, the first book. I really love this first book. It's very parang ay, tama ba? Is this the first book? Ah, no, it's the second one.
It's the
I
second one.
prefer
Finlay Donovan
Scaling It.
is killing it. Yeah, yung
Is the
first
first
one.
one. Okay. Did you? I think you've read this, right? Knocks Him Dead.
I have up to
Yeah.
the second lang. I haven't read the
Yeah.
third book.
I'm just okay with this. I feel like ano ba, how do I not
The first one
spoil
was
it?
way more enjoyable.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's because the novelty wore off for the second book or parang it just wasn't the like I'm not sure if the plot wasn't as good as the first one or maybe the novelty just wore off. But I preferred the first one. Well, I'm still gonna read the third one just to see what's gonna
Mhm.
happen.
It's like how I
Catherine,
always like Tita Rose's Kitchen.
true, yeah. Parang it's not like bad that you won't read it anymore, but parang it's up and down. Catherine is reading Hawthorne Legacy, the second book in the Inheritance Games series. This series. How are you liking it so far, Catherine? Are you enjoying it? I really love the first book for this series, but I felt like it got progressively worse. Not to like make it sound bad, but I felt like it didn't get better for me. It's the second one, yes. Trying to read all three before March 1st. Oh, why is that? They have like a readathon or something. Is the third book already out? Third book was published end of January. Okay. Yeah, are you reading it for a readathon or like a challenge? Is that why you're trying to finish it? All three before March 1st?
Huh. I think it's like the third one is already released, right? Very
Yeah,
recent.
yeah. I think end of January. I listened to the second one. Maybe that's a mistake then. I listened to the second one on audiobook. Tapos parang I
Second
didn't
one?
get on audiobook, the second Finlay Donovan.
Hmm.
Parang I didn't, maybe that's why I didn't enjoy it as much. Maybe it's not like an audiobook read for me. Parang I was zoning in and out, like throughout the book. So I had to keep like replaying it. For Hawthorne Legacy, there's gonna be like a fourth book, right? Or it's like I think that's like a companion novel. Inheritance Games. Let me check. Inheritance Games. I think the Brothers Hawthorne. Yeah, is this gonna
It
be?
says something about a live discussion. All three. I see. I see. I see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's most likely gonna be a spoiler-filled
Yeah.
discussion.
Same with me. That's why I'm reading this because there's
Yeah.
gonna be like a live discussion. I want to join in, but I don't want to get spoiled by the book. Um, Inheritance Games. There's a fourth book to it, but I'm not sure if the fourth book is that a direct continuation. Grayson Hawthorne was it's like a shoot. What do you call that? Offshoot, spin-off,
Spin-off.
spin-off novel. Okay, with the two brothers. I'm not sure if I'm gonna read it. I really enjoyed the first one, but just got worse and worse for me. Are you planning on reading Babel like this year? If you get the hardcover, ba?
Yeah,
Are you looking for a hardcover
I
or
am.
paperback?
I don't
Ah,
want the hardback, but like whatever is available. Like
yeah.
I
Do
just
they
want a
have
physical copy. They have it on fully booked, but sometimes it gets sold
sold out?
out very
Yeah.
fast. So like sometimes I would click on the book and it's gonna be like you're gonna order a restock. So it's a restock order
Okay.
on
Yeah,
stock.
so you don't know when it's going to be
Yeah.
restocked.
Actually, let me check right now. It's on
Maybe.
my list already.
Maybe. So far, I've been tabbing it quite
Mm,
well. One, two, three, four, five.
they have an ongoing sale as well. Right.
Yeah, 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 because of the new site and all. So maybe. Is it your lucky
Okay, okay.
day?
It's really not for me right now because
It's not available.
yeah, it's not in stock. And it's the hardcover. I don't think they have the paperback yet.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, yeah, I don't think they launched the paperback yet.
Because when I asked like last December, was it December? Wait, yeah, when we went to like the Christmas before we went to the Christmas party, I
Yeah,
already saw it
December.
in the book. And I asked like,
Mm,
do y'all have the paperback for this? And they're like, no,
no.
we don't have that. We don't have that
Yeah,
yet.
I don't think they've released the paperback for it. Or have they?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't
they
think they
just
have.
released different editions of
Hardbacks.
hardback.
Yeah. Yeah. Think maybe yeah, no, maybe this year. Maybe they'll release it this year.
It's so heavy though.
It
Hardcovers
is.
are heavy.
It is
Unless I'm
heavy.
gonna stick to like reading the Kindle. Because
Yeah, but
there's
I
just something about like R.F. Kong's books being read
yeah.
in physical form.
But I really love this cover. Like
It's so pretty. Is that the UK
I
one?
the UK one. Like I really hunted it down. I really love this one. But for some reason, I've really been enjoying reading from from like the tablet. And oh, I don't know. I've been looking for like other Kindles, even if I borrow it from the library. I send it to Kindle, but I read it on my iPad. I don't know why.
The iPad app. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, on the Kindle iPad app. I don't know. I think kasi my Kindle, my Kindle is a bit old. Like, it's not a bit,
Mm.
it's old. Like, mga 6 years na ata. So, parang, is- I'm struggling with quickly, like, switching pages. Like, for example, if I
Right.
want to check, like, I'm reading something, and then what I'm reading, like, I want to reference it against something that I've read earlier. So,
Mm.
usually, like, I would do the double tap, diba? So you get, like, the quick browse of page,
Yeah.
but it's still super slow for me. At least, but with with Kindle, I really like the bookmarks feature,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
the annotations or yeah on the side. Like, it's fun.
Wait, you do?
So
Or
what?
is iPad just that um that old? Like you said you could annotate on the side?
Well, you could like if you have the this one the notebook thing. I'm gonna open a book that I've sort of annotated, like something with annotations. So you could have this on the side, like all
Kindle
of the
app.
stuff. Yeah, Kindle app.
Wait.
Oh, sorry. Can you see it? Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, okay.
How did that come about? Like what did you
So you're on a page, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Ay,
yeah, yeah.
hold on. When you're on a page, on the upper, like when you click it and it gets to the, oh my God, technology now. Yeah, when it gets to the part where you can quickly browse between the
Ah, yeah,
books,
yeah, 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 yeah. Hold on. Okay, okay,
on the
okay. When
upper
you click
right, yeah, beside the magnifying glass, the search glass, there's the notebook icon.
I
This
don't
one.
think wait.
Okay, you need to update.
The My Notebook. Is it the My Notebook?
Yeah, yeah, my notebook
It doesn't
thingy.
like I think my iPad is too small, so it just goes to
Baka if you're like
a page on its
on
own. Its
paper.
own.
Yeah, so it's
Oh,
on the
okay.
side. So parang it's super convenient. Kasi it even resizes, for me, for me at least, it even resizes the book itself. So it
It's
doesn't
not.
cover.
So
Oh,
I did landscape and I clicked
yeah.
the notebook.
It's
it's
full
full page.
page. Baka it
I guess
depends
it's just too
on
small
the
for me.
size. Yeah, and then what I like is you can read the entire book like this. Because it doesn't cover the book. It makes the book skinnier.
Ah.
So when I was doing, because I'm doing this video where I'm like parang spoilery vlog. So when I was
Hmm.
doing that, it's super easy to like find what I'm looking for. Kasi I could just like check my annotations, tapos super quick and tapos parang sobrang natuwa ako. Although it's not convenient to like hold and whatever.
Yeah. Because it's
So
so
usually
big.
like naka prop up siya against something or whatever.
Hindi siya
Pero yun nga,
nalalaglag ng space.
nalaglag na siya on my
Oh
face.
my God.
I mean, parang medyo nakaiwas naman ako ng slight, pero nalaglag na siya on my face. Hi, Carly.
Hi,
Just joining now.
Carly.
Lady Midnight. Oh, another
Oh, only 4 chapters left.
Shadow
You'll
Hunters. I don't know how
be on the
long the
next
chapters
thread.
are
Yeah, I don't
for
know.
Cassandra Clare, but
I think it's not too
I
long, but also not too short. I
might
think.
start reading No More Instruments. Kasi I borrowed it from the library and I only have 2 days left. I don't know why I do this to myself, but yeah. I might start it. I don't know. Is it a quick read? Do you remember? Is it? I think it's YA, so I'm assuming it
It's YA. So
maybe is a quicker read.
Especially now that we're adults, maybe.
Yeah.
Because back
So
then I
hopefully.
was
I
like
don't know
still
how
in
many pages
college,
actually.
so I don't get to finish it in like a few days. So only when I have full time.
528 pages?
Is it the first one, the
It
City of Bone?
is. City of Bones,
But like,
528
I
pages.
don't think the font is that small. I think it's
Well, I
decent.
have like since it's the iPad thing, it's like standard font size. Like I'm the one that set the font size. So in the font size that I read at, it's
It's
528
520.
pages.
Yeah.
The stress. Her chapters can be long, usually 15 to like 30 pages. Ah, okay. Well, at least you could get like a good chunk of it done
Yeah.
with our
Maybe a
reading sprint.
chapter for each sprint.
Yeah, we have two more sprints, so two chapters done. Sige, so we can read some more. We're gonna set up for sprint number 3. 30 minutes again,
Mm-hmm.
and happy reading. Hello, hello. How is your reading?
Yeah. I got two. It's not divided into chapters kasi no, but I'm gonna count it.
I think parang naka-POV lang, no?
Oo. So I'm I'm on page 38 based on like my
Mm.
app. 38 out of 240. So that's 16%. I think I'm gonna be able to do a bulk of my reading on this last sprint kasi like I've been getting distracted talaga. Like
Mm.
the lucky bells. How about you?
For me, I made it to page 42, which is 14 pages. So still pretty slow, but I think it's because yun nga, I'm still commenting on story graph because something happened. Like something happened that I did not expect. I was a bit shocked. And so far kasi, the first couple of chapters is talking a lot about the, I guess, immigrant experience, like immigrating from a third world, not really third world country, I'm not sure at the time because the time is different, but immigrating from a poor situation into like like similar to like the American dream. So it's something that as Filipinos, I think we could all sort of relate to. And it's also started talking about language and how is it a spoiler? It's not a spoiler, but I'm not gonna say it. But it talks about how sometimes we forget our own native language in favor
Mm,
of our colonizers' language, which is something that as Filipinos we can 100% relate, given that
you're doing
I
it
think in
now.
yeah, like in most schools the language of instruction is English, like
Yep.
all of our street signs, all of our forms sometimes, and like off like in government offices, they're all in English. And then when we speak, like even in right now we're speaking English was because we know that there are some people are who doesn't understand Tagalog or Filipino, right? But even in our day-to-day conversations, we use a mix of Filipino slash Tagalog and English, and I don't think I personally don't think I can speak in full 100%
Mm,
Filipino or Tagalog.
yeah.
Like I would have to use some English words here and there. And honestly, when I'm writing something or when I'm reading something, I'm most comfortable doing it in English rather than in my native language, which is sad. And it's why this book is like hitting already so hard and I'm only 40 pages in because it's starting to sort of talk about that. So I'm like typing a lot on my story graph on like
I
my
guess it
thoughts on
also
story
comes
graph.
from experience from her, like at the heart of it.
Yeah, because she is Asian
Yeah.
Chinese, right? She's
Mm.
Chinese,
Correct.
living like she's living in the States now, I believe, but
Yeah.
she studied in London in Oxford. So she has a lot of like very personal experience with language, with concept of colonizers and
Mhm.
how that can affect, even now, long after, the colonization is done. So that's
Kind of
very like
theme
very
of
interesting.
it's kind of the theme of the puppy war as well, actually.
Yeah, I think I saw that as well. That the Poppy War also even had like some of the scenes in the Poppy War or the events in the Poppy War is actually reference from real life events
Yes.
that happen, like
Chinese.
real life like
Yeah.
wars or real life,
Mm.
battles and stuff like that. So, and now I'm getting more excited to read the Poppy War because I feel like if this is the level,
Yeah, of writing and like the
yeah.
depth of like
And I
the
really like
historical.
how do I say it? She's very succinct, but at the same time, parang she's using these amount of words to
Like to get her
express
point
the
across.
entire, like, yeah, to get the point across. So it's still beautifully written, but it's not overly, like, it doesn't feel too long, it doesn't feel
Mm.
too parang excessive. So it felt like every single line, every single paragraph is like necessary for her to get the point across. So far I'm really loving it so far. So it's meeting the hype so far. I read 28 pages. Yay! Congrats. So is that
Uh,
like one chapter? 28 pages, 26 pages? Or hopefully that's two for you because you're just on your last four chapters. Hello, hi, you're back. I was a lot late to the party. I was doing my own sprints with a
oh.
focus all by my lonesome. See, you could have joined us. Why were you being by your lonesome? We're here. Well, our schedule is different this week. Started a new book, On a Quiet Street by Serafina Novagas. I've
Ooh,
never
you
heard of
got that
this, but it's a
thriller.
mystery thriller. Okay, On a Quiet
Got
Street.
me at it.
On a Quiet Street. Perfect neighborhood.
Oh, this is a new release. Ah,
New?
no.
Oh,
Not
2022. Yeah, yeah. Pretty
really.
new. Pretty new.
I've
May
seen this cover.
2022.
I've seen this cover, yeah.
Cora thinks her husband is cheating. She doesn't catch him in the act. Fish. Ooh, it sounds interesting. I'm gonna add it to my TBR
I
as per usual. As per usual.
think it's kind of like a domestic thriller.
Yeah, domestic thriller. It seems like it. Like there's a
Mm.
supposedly cheating husband. Yeah, and they're trying to catch him in the act. Ooh, sounds interesting. I'm gonna add it to TBR. Carly has 90 pages left. That's a lot, but we can do it. We can finish it by when we end our sprints because I don't know where you are in the world, but I'm guessing it's early in the day for you because that's usually how it is for us. So you have the rest of the day to go for it. That was one full chapter and 6 pages of another one. Three
Ooh,
chapters
that's
left.
fast.
Yeah. So you have three chapters left. How are you liking it so far? Because I've never read any Shadow Hunter novel book. I'm actually gonna start the Mortal Instruments probably like tomorrow or at some point because my library loan is expiring. So how are you liking Lady Midnight and Cassandra Clare's writing in general? Like, do you enjoy it? Do you think is it like super YA or no? I'm not sure if Lady Midnight, like the series where Lady Midnight is in, if it's like still YA. Hindi na pa ako mag-isa, di kayo kumatok eh. Sure, bala ka. What if somebody knocks on your door? Knock on
I'm
wood.
trying to remember, like, since I've read City of Bones and
Yeah.
City of just like years
Does
and
it
years ago.
read,
So,
does it read YA? Super YA?
I mean, at the time, I was like,
Young adult, yeah.
yeah, I was young, very young, but it's not it's not a complicated series as far as like the two books.
Okay. Yeah.
Like it has its own magic system, like with the runes and stuff, like
Yeah.
the tattoo thing. So they
Yeah.
symbolize very different things. But it's, I mean, for young
But you
me, it's
wouldn't
kind of
say that it's parang it doesn't read super juvenile naman. Because that
not
sometimes there's
in a
yeah
way
YA.
juvenile
Because there's
sense,
sometimes
but
there's YA that's like leaning towards super
no, no.
young. Yeah, okay, that's good. Because then it would be very hard for me to read it if it's like super juvenile. I'm from Ireland. It's currently 1:30 p.m. Okay, so you have a lot of time. You have the rest of the day. I think you could finish it today.
I feel
Pressure.
like you're pressuring her.
No,
So
it's
now
okay.
I'm interested. I'm extra interested in On a Quiet Street because like
Okay.
someone included in their review that it was narrated by Imogen Church, and I checked the books that they've
Narrated.
narrated,
Yeah.
and so far I remember liking those books in terms of narration, just
Intense
not the book
narration.
in
Yeah.
general. So I'm like,
Okay.
yeah.
Actually, that's kind of interesting. When I'm watching some booktubers, they keep saying na parang oh it's narrated by this and this.
Mm.
Well, I can actually remember who narrates the thing. Like
Because like it
I'm
was
so
familiar to me
I'm
when
so
I checked,
interested.
when I saw the
Yeah, the
name. I'm
name like
like, huh,
you felt like you've heard it before.
yeah.
Yeah. So do you have like a favorite narrator off the top of your head now? Would you be able to say like a narrator that you usually love? The way he narrates books, not necessarily the books, but just the way he narrates
Um,
books.
I've
Pressure.
already
Hot seat.
listened to so much, so I don't think there's just one. Because like in
Mm.
this case of like Imogen Church, medyo varied yung genres niya. It just so happened that she
Okay.
has like 4 thriller books on her like list, but others were memoirs and stuff. So like
Mm. Eugene Church. What has he narrated? What has they narrated? What have they narrated? Well, I don't know. I haven't read much of what. Oh, Third of the Key? Narrated it.
yes.
I mean, I know the book, but I've never listened to it or read it.
Also another by Ruth Ware, which was One by One. They also narrated that. So
Okay.
I guess some
Never read.
thriller authors have their like go-to
Mm.
narrators. Because it turns out that the 4 thrillers that I mentioned, it was all by Ruth Ware.
Okay. So maybe it's like a favorite, yeah, favorite narrator
Yeah,
kind of
like an author
situation,
thing.
or like her voice is perfect for the writing voice of Ruth Ware, so that's why they always work together. I'm really enjoying it. All her books, I believe, are YA. Okay, it's definitely loving it a lot more than the Mortal Instruments series. I only have this series and then the new series, and I'm all caught up. Oh, good for you. I have a long road ahead of me. And I also actually saw that the Mortal Instruments is like kind of controversial. Is it? Or is it just
I
outdated
think
in terms?
I
Is it
mean
like did not stand the test of time? That kind of
just
controversial.
I guess just the first 2 books. I mean, I keep
Just the first one.
at least for me, because that's the only book I've read, but like off the top of my head, whenever someone says controversy with like the Shadowhunter series, it's just the first book that I also had like a gripe with because
Yeah.
of like
Okay.
a specific trope that was just
Mm.
thrown at you, and you're like, huh?
A
It's just
controversial
exactly the
trope. It's a controversial
controversial
trope. Okay.
character
Okay.
trope
Don't
thing.
tell me. Okay. But yeah,
It
okay.
just threw me off. Like
Mm.
they
Like
turned it into like one of a plot twist or something. So like I just tried to power through with like the
wait,
second book.
for some reason I'm there's like it's ringing some bells. Is it something related to it could be like a cousin someone's cousin could be in a relationship like okay, no, anyway, don't tell me. I don't know if I'm like for
Yeah,
some reason I'm just remembering. Okay.
I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be.
Yeah, okay, okay. Don't tell me. I will look back to this moment and see if I'm right after I read it. But for some reason, as you were talking, like something was like coming to the surface of my memory. Like something about I think I've heard like maybe on Twitter or Instagram
Mhm.
way back when something about a cousin like like they didn't know that they were cousins something like that. Okay, I'm gonna move on, but I'm gonna put a pin on that.
Mhm.
So I'll find out maybe by the weekend. I'll have it done by the time you guys are sprinting next. When are we sprinting next? Like the next sprint? Like the fourth sprint, or like when we go live next? This time we're
This is our
fast. If you
fourth
can.
and last show.
Yeah. I like it so far. One of the main characters, like a very grumpy auntie, understandably, and I'm loving her unfiltered self. I like it. I like it when characters are unfiltered. There's when I was reading this book on Kindle Unlimited, the Four Horsemen series, and on the third book in that series, the main character is just she used to be like a sex worker, and she's
Mm.
just so unfiltered about topics relating to sex. So everyone was just like thrown off because everyone is like super conservative and whatever.
Mm.
So it was just so funny how like she's using that sort of to her advantage.
Mhm.
Pero pa lang favorite Ray Porter and Julia Welland. Like, I have no idea
Julia,
who they
I think,
are because I
is
don't
like
listen to audiobooks a lot.
beach
Beach
read.
read? Okay.
Mm.
Ray Porter narrator.
Looking at it now, even Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. So maybe she's like a go-to.
For the
I'm trying to
for Rogue.
check. Who's also
Julia
in like
Welland.
Daisy Jones and the
Wait, like
Six.
actress? They're actresses?
No, 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 the narrator.
Okay. Narrator. Okay.
So Julia has narrated Malibu, Beach Read,
Rising. Okay.
Carousel. So like leaning.
Like a temporary. Yeah. Audiobooks are rated by Julia. Seven Husbands. Gone Girl.
Mm.
Hmm.
So I
Book
was trying to
lovers.
check who
Adelarue.
also
Okay.
in
Oh,
Daisy.
like she's a staple in TJR like
Mm.
book. Enchantment of Ravens. Oh, okay. Really Schwab. I like yeah, very like she's a well sought after narrator. Okay. I started reading the Shadowhunter books in 2020, so it's been 3 years since I. That's fairly recent. Yeah, 2020. There's a lot of it though. So I've been I I think I stopped reading when these books came out, when the Shadowhunter books came out. That was the time where I wasn't like reading as much. So my
Mhm.
sister, who is like 8 years younger than me, or no, my sister is 6 years younger than me, my second sister, that's her starting like that's her book, like her series.
Yay. Mm.
Yeah, it's a series that she grew up with, sort of. She's not so that she's not reading it, she didn't follow through with the rest of the series, but it was that first Mortal Instruments, that first set of
Mm.
series. That was her parang time, if you will. And I've been super intimidated by it because it's such a big series.
It's a lot.
Yeah. But would you say that it's kind of like because you know how Twilight is, it's a good bad book, how a lot of people describe Twilight as a good bad book. Is it the same with Shadowhunters, like the Mortal Instrument, where it's a good bad book, or it's just like old, like it's a little bit like dated,
I
or
think it's
no?
still
It's
generally
still
good.
good.
I think it's
Good.
just
Okay, that's great. Yeah,
just
because
didn't power through.
I don't know if why. I mean, maybe because it's like a big universe. There's a lot of like memes about it. A lot of parang a lot of like people poking fun about it. So I don't know.
I guess it
When you
could
go live next,
also
okay.
be because of like the movie adaptations because it was a bit early
Ah,
on.
okay.
So like
Ah,
it's
so like the movie
typical.
has
This
like
is
Twilight
how we
feels,
pictured
Twilight
it.
movie feels. Okay. When you go live next, okay. I think Wait, are we going live? I forgot our conversation. Are we going live next
I
Friday?
think you will on your own because like I
Ah, okay,
won't
okay,
be
okay. I'm gonna be
available.
okay.
Yeah, I won't
Okay,
be available the
okay.
next 2 weeks for the sprints.
Hello, Lock Petition. Oh my gosh, why are you here? I kind of got stressed because I watch her videos
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
quite a bit. Yeah, so I'm like, hello, welcome. Got starstruck for a bit. I haven't read Shadowhunters. Me too. I haven't read it as well. But after the hype with the most recent release, I think it's Chain of Thorns. I think I just I don't know, got FOMO, got curious, so now I'm gonna try and read it, and hopefully I like it.
Good luck.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's always. I don't know about you, but I know that some people they don't like when a book or something is super hype. They actively don't want to be a part of it. Like some people are like that, right? I'm
Yeah.
kind of the opposite, where if a book is like so hype, a fandom is like so hype, I kind of want to know what it's about because I feel like it's a lot easier to like be a part of that as opposed to like trying like not liking it.
It depends though. It depends on a lot of things for me. Like it depends on my mood.
Mm,
Like, okay, this book is trending right now, but like am I
mm,
really in the mood for it? Am I really in the contemporary mood right now? If it just so happens that a contemporary book is the one that's being hyped right now. But
speaking
like
to you right now, yeah.
sometimes
Ah, okay,
it
yeah.
also depends on like the person who is hyping it. Like if
Mm,
it's
yeah, yeah. If you
someone
trust the
yeah, if it's
person,
someone whose review I really trust, I would
yeah,
immediately pick it up, even though
try
it's
it.
not
Yeah,
very.
yeah. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. I don't know. I just I think I don't know. I think I was watching someone and then she said that she's not gonna read this book right now because it's super hype. Maybe it's because she doesn't want her thoughts to be sort of swayed by the hype. Because you know how when something is super positive, especially if it's super positively hype, you kind of feel bad or you kind of force yourself to like it. Or parang you feel like you have to like it because everyone's liking it. So maybe that's why. Maybe that's her reasoning. I'm just guessing. I love the Shadowhunter TV show. Okay. Is it the TV show
Mm,
is different from the movies, right? Are
yeah,
they
different
covering
casts
the
as well.
same but they're covering the same like it's kind of like a reboot but in
Yeah,
TV
like
show
a
format.
reboot, I
Ah,
believe.
okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Carly, but like based on what I've seen on Twitter, or like when the trailer was out at that time, like it had the same set of like characters, just not the same actors.
Okay, okay. That's okay. So is that why you started watching it? I started reading, Carly, because you watched the TV show? Because I think I remember Ray, one of our like booktube friends from the Philippines. He's also like a big Shadowhunters universe like fan, and I think he mentioned that the TV show ended like in 2019, so it fits with Carly starting to read it in 2020. Hey,
We're glad to
how
have
are
you
you?
here. I
Yeah, we're
love
happy
your
to have you
videos.
here. Yes, we're like fangirling.
We're subscribers.
Yeah. Do you mind me asking? No, I don't mind at all. It says, "Dream as if you'll live forever." I kind of had to double check. Dream as if you'll live forever. Live as if you'll die today. It's basically probably you could shortcut it with like FOMO. I know, YOLO. You only live once.
Mm, yeah.
It's a lyric from. It's an English translation of a Japanese lyric from my favorite, I guess, band, Japanese band. So that's like my favorite song from them. So it's my
Mm.
first tattoo as well, ever. The movie is on the first. The wait, my English comprehension. The movie is on the first book. The TV
Yeah, yeah,
show
yeah.
cover. Ah, okay. So
Makes
covers the
sense,
whole
makes
Mortal
sense.
Instrument
Yeah,
series.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't think they made
Is there just
another
one
movie
movie?
after City of
Ah, there's
Hope.
just one. Okay. Okay, okay. There's just one.
Yeah,
Okay.
it didn't fly that
I just
much.
know that the guy in is he like
Jamie, the one in Stranger
Vecna.
Things. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Vecna. No, that's the same guy, right?
I
Yeah.
haven't watched Stranger Things yet,
I
as in
I
the
haven't
latest season, but I
either,
know
but I've been seeing a lot of like kind of like
interviews.
the TikToks or
Yeah.
whatever when
Yeah,
the Stranger Things was like when Stranger Things came out, they were like I don't know, like side by side comparison, kind
mm.
of like that, or before he was this, those kinds of posts. I just remembered that.
And I don't mind being like spoiled that he was
What?
Vecna because like
Mm.
Vecna is like this.
Wait, is that a spoiler? Oh my gosh, is that a spoiler? I don't know
I
because I haven't watched
think
it. I
I
haven't
think
watched it. I have.
I think because like he also appears in the show as in like
Wait,
a normal
I
looking person, but then there's Vecna. But then I was like, you know
because
what?
I've
I don't
only
mind being
watched the
spoiled.
first 3 episodes of Stranger Things season one ever,
I
so I
mean,
don't know
too far,
anything.
too far
I
from
don't
like.
know. Yes, I didn't know that he was like a not Vecna before he was.
I mean, to be fair,
Okay,
that's not gonna be on season 1 and 2, so you're good.
okay, but then well, I guess I'm sorry if anyone was still watching Stranger Things. This is
Yeah.
my official apology. I hope everyone here has watched it or they knew about it. If not, I'm so sorry. Y'all are our sweet. Oh.
That's why I started reading it.
Yeah,
I watched
that's why I
it.
started to watch a show. Okay, okay, that makes sense. Now I kind of want to watch it, but I have to read it first. To be honest, the show is good. Wait, since Carly watched the show first, are you still enjoying the books after watching the show, or would you
Mhm.
recommend reading the books first and then watching the show or the movie, whichever? Because I know that you've read it. Carly has read it. To be honest, the show is good. I've watched it. That's good. They didn't
Oh,
continue the movies, as I believe. Oh, okay. I have no idea.
know
That's
that.
kind of sad though. And they didn't want to recast him.
Oh, really? I wonder who. Cause
You watch it, so I don't know
yeah, yeah,
who
yeah.
it is. So, like, I have no idea. So
Oh, him?
now I'm curious. Hold on, let me Google this.
Wait, wait. Which
City of
character was him?
Bones.
'Cause, like,
Oh, that's kind of sad, but it's kind of sweet as well that they didn't want to recast him. I guess. Did he like? Was he perfect for the character?
was he Magnus Bane there? Because, like, I think his face looks like he's Magnus Bane.
Um, you'd have to ask everyone else. I have no clue. Stranger Things is a show that I don't know if I will like. This show, I'm kind of conflicted as well. I watched the first 3 or 4 episodes of season one, and I actually did enjoy it a lot. Like I was kind of hooked. I think I watched it back to back, but then I stopped watching it, and then for some reason I never felt compelled to pick it up. Like I keep saying, okay, when the season finishes, I'm gonna like watch the rest of it. And then I never did. And then I said,
Yeah, yeah,
when before season two starts, I'm gonna watch season one. And then I just kept saying that. And for some reason, I just never, I don't know, I was never compelled to watch it again. So I don't know if I'm just like lukewarm to it, or maybe I was just going along with the hype when it first came out. That's why I was so willing to watch it. But now I'm just, or maybe I'm just so far behind that I don't want to watch it anymore. So I don't know.
there's a lot.
Yeah, I'm sitting here shocked
Yes.
that you all watch
I
my channel.
also follow you on
What are you
Twitter.
talking
I
about?
mostly see you there as well on Twitter, on book tweet.
I'm not on book. I mean, I am on there, but I'm not active on there. I actually just opened it somewhat recently, and apparently you've been tagging me whenever we go live. You were like, "Oh, we're going live with Beloved of Pam." I'm like, oh, okay, I've never tagged. I never seen it because I don't really open Twitter. I will read the books first as the show changes a few things. Okay, good to know. Thank you for the insider info. Yeah, I was the actor who plays
That's
Magnus.
right. Because like I remember his face. He looked like Magnus in the series. Oh no,
Mm.
I didn't know he died. I'd be out of pocket sometimes. That's why I love you though. Because I get very out of
Okay.
pocket as well.
Okay, I think we can start the final sprint. If you guys are all ready for the final sprint,
Yes.
um, I'm gonna start setting up sprint number 4, and I hope everyone has a good last reading sprint for tonight. And I'll see you in 30 minutes. Happy reading, everyone.
Reading.
Hello again. How
I
was your reading for our last reading sprint?
I think I did read more on this last sprint. I got to
What
like
percentage? Yeah,
5% of the book already. So 1/4.
25. Nice, nice. 25. How are
Not
you
so bad.
liking it so far?
I'm liking it so far. Like 25% through, but like a lot is already happening and it's
Yeah.
still good. And like snippets of like interview
Mhm.
um
It's kind of like
um,
an interview that morphs into like a memory, like a flashback
yeah, 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 yeah.
situation. Yeah, that's kind of
I
the
just
vibe.
feel like I'm reading like a transcript of an
Mm,
interview, like a
yeah.
long interview.
For me, I read about like 20, 18 pages, yeah. And so far, all of the adults in this book are infuriating.
Is
They're
what?
all infuriating.
Infuriating.
Yeah. I mean, I have to keep reminding myself that this is set at a time where, like, this is in the 1800s. So the way people refer to like minorities and everything is like it kind of gets you angry sometimes. Good morning, Elena. Fortunately, that was our last sprint. How was your night? Quite a bit of fun. This is unusual for us, sprinting in the middle of the week. So it's kind of a weird time, but we fortunately can't do it on Friday. Yeah, but I'm gonna do a sprint on Friday next week, but it's probably just gonna be me.
I
Oh, hope you enjoy
I'm
by
fine.
Babel and Daisy Jones. Oh, I'm reading Daisy Jones pala. I just noticed it was one of my faves last year. Pam is
Oh,
getting ready for the for the adaptation. How about everyone? How was your read? Did you get a lot of reading done? Did you finish your book? Or how is the book that you're reading so far? Are you liking it or no? So me, I'm very invested already, and hopefully that means I can finish it before this live show that I'm like watching on the 26th, which is why I'm speed reading it now, or like I'm trying to finish it now. And yeah, hold on, let me just. You want to do like kind of quick announcement, like for next week? Sorry,
well,
for
you'll be the one
well, yeah,
who's gonna do like a
yeah, for
solo
next
sprint.
week on Friday, we're not gonna be doing like our usual both of us sprinting. Oh, actually, next week is the third, right? March 3rd, is it? Next week,
March
one,
3rd.
two, three.
Yes, next week Friday.
I might actually be out as well.
How about Thursday?
Yeah, we'll see. Again, but next week it's definitely just gonna be me. I'm not sure yet what day. Maybe it's a Thursday, but like I think this is good news for people who are living on the other side of the world from us because I actually prefer to sprint like later on, like in the day, like in the middle of
Mm-hmm.
the morning, like around 1 a.m. for me or like 2 a.m. I'm like a super night owl. So those of you who are on the other side of the world, you might be able to join more of the sprints since we're starting. I'm gonna be starting it pretty late. So I'm not sure when, probably Thursday, just because that's the um, day that works best for me. So yeah, we will update it on our Instagram or on my Instagram since I'm gonna be the only one for
Yeah.
next week. But I have Pam's booktube channel linked in the description box as well. We always do this every other week. This next couple of weeks is just just things life just happens. We just have plans and stuff. But we
Yeah.
usually try to do sprints alternating between our channels, and usually it's on Friday around like 7 p.m. for us in Manila. And yeah, hopefully you can come catch us in our next sprint. Just make sure to like you can follow us on Instagram and subscribe to us on YouTube so you can get notified of whatever whenever we sprint. So yeah.
Hmm.
Do you have any announcement, upcoming videos?
I think I'm trying to like skirt over it, but I will be on vacation for 2 weeks. That's why I won't be available for sprints with Pam. So
Hmm.
I think it's best that she still does like solo
Yeah.
sprints.
Actually, yeah, I love like it's my
Yeah.
excuse. It's my fallback in case I don't get a lot of
Yeah.
reading done throughout the week. If I know that I have like sprints on Friday, then I know that at least I could get like a
Three,
solid like
yeah, 2 hours.
2 hours of reading.
Yeah.
So that's why I always enjoy sprinting. Yes, you
Yeah.
deserve a
Even if I
vacation.
even if I try to like say that I'll try to join your sprints, I'll be like,
No,
nah,
don't.
I don't think
Yeah,
I'd be
no.
awake when you're
Nah,
when
nah. You go enjoy your vacation. Well deserved vacation.
yeah. So thanks
Too many
everyone for
distractions.
joining.
Thank you everyone for joining. We hope to see you again in the next sprint, whenever that is. And yeah, have a good rest of your day. See you next time. Bye
Thanks everyone.
everyone. Thank you
Bye
again for
bye.
joining.